of course, is going to be on later. Of course, Robert, in the early days of Shop at Home, did sports along with the coins. This night, we're going to be here. It is 11 o'clock Eastern right now. We're going to be here until, I believe, 4 a.m. So you need to watch. You're not going to want to miss a beat here. We have so much going on tonight, so many great products. We're going to reminisce. We're going to talk. Just going to have a great time tonight here on Shop at Home. So stay with us. It's just a great night. And I'll tell you what, a couple of guys here in the studio with me tonight. I'm going to invite them in. Come on in, guys. Don West, my very good friend Don West. How you doing, man?
Great, baby. How you doing, man?
And of course, Eddie Lewis.
Hey, Kevin. How you doing, man? I got to talk to Don, buddy. I'm sorry, man. Here's that $5 on you.
I'll tell you what, the interest, it's about 25. That was the bet saying that we've never ever worked together again.
There
That
it
was
is.
it. Wow. Don won. So I'll tell you what,
Hopefully Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan are watching from Saturday Night Live.
That'd be good. You know, a lot of people talk about that. Saturday Night Live did 3 different skits on you and Eddie over the years, and it was just tremendous. As a matter of fact, on some of the best at Saturday Night Live, they actually have some of those skits on there. So
it's going to be better after tonight.
It's going to be better.
Lauren, if you're watching, we've got some great ideas. Hang around.
Problem is they need Chris Farley to do me now, and he's no longer available.
Wow.
Because of the size change.
There you go. Hey guys, we have just so many stories.
I'm ready to get going on this one, man.
This item right here, by the way, is the #1 selling item ever in Shop at Home sports history, and Don and Eddie made this famous.
I would say this is in the top 10 of items sold all time on a shopping channel.
Absolutely.
I'd venture to say one time anyway.
Yep.
You know what? It's close to the same price, is it not?
It's actually a little bit less.
No way.
Yes, it is.
It is.
No way.
It is.
Oh,
We're going to have to drop but don't call, right? Don't call on.
Let's do it.
Well, what we're going to do before that is we've got a couple of items that we will not have time to show you, and we're just going to tell you about them very briefly. Very, very small quantities. Look at this, guys. You guys had him on the air how many times?
Bob Feller. I did a show with Bob Feller. Eddie and I did Bob Feller. I'll never forget. I got to tell a Bob Feller story, which, folks, keep in mind, one of the greatest of all time. This is so unique where the actual Hall of Famer signed it. I struck out Ted Williams. Of course, it's Steiner authenticated out of New York, which if it says Steiner on it, there's never any doubt.
Ironclad.
To its authenticity. They're absolutely some of the most reputable in the business. He also put out I struck out Bob Feller. Now, think about what you own here as far as a piece of memorabilia. But Eddie and I, I'll never forget this, Eddie. Eddie and I have told this story so many times. We had Bob Feller on the show, and Bob Feller is a unique individual, to say the least.
Yeah, that's understating it.
And Bob Feller is doing the show with us. And this is back in the old days where the operators were literally right to the left of you.
Right.
And I mean, and they would yell out, "Hey, Don, Eddie, I need you to show this card or that." You know, I mean, it was interactive. Well, Bob Feller's sitting there, and he's signing these baseballs just going to town. And people are calling in, and finally, and I can't even describe Bob. As you see the Reggie Jackson laser engraved All-Star autograph baseball. But finally, at one point, Bob, he's a little cantankerous in the course of the evening. This caller calls in, and one of the operators says, "Hey, Bob, Joe from Cleveland wants you to say hello." And Bob looked right at the camera and goes, "Well, did the bozo buy a baseball?" And she said, "He bought 2. He goes, "Well, then hello, Joe from Cleveland."
That's the type of things that we've done over the years.
You know what, Kevin? Nobody really knows how good Bob Feller actually was.
Right.
I mean, he was one of the fastest pitchers to ever throw a baseball.
Claims he threw it 107 miles an hour.
But there's really no way to document it. He could have been the fastest of all time.
Right.
Well, and keep in mind, he was one of those that actually enlisted into the Navy. He missed the entire 42, 43, 44, and 45 seasons.
Exactly.
He was the best pitcher in the game beforehand, and when he came back, he was the best for the next few years. So great. Look at all these great items, folks, and call it and order them. And sorry, Kevin, I want to get going.
No. Hey, man.
I get the itch. I get the fever.
I don't think you ever saw Bob at a congressional hearing, though, either, did you?
Never saw Bob at a congressional hearing. That was a legit 99 to 100 mile an hour fastball when Bob threw it.
This is pretty sweet here. We've got that. We, of course, then have the Derek Jeter autograph special laser engraved baseball. That's an exclusive to Shop at Home.
Wait a minute, I'm getting a call right here. That's the wife. Yes, dear. She's saying, you can't do these prices. What are you doing? I'm talking to you live. You can't do these prices, she's saying.
The kids aren't going to be able to go to college. You're losing money.
Hey, if Roger calls,
Hey,
tell him.
say hi to Terry.
Hi, Terry. How are you?
Let me talk to her. I got to talk to her.
Yeah, we're here. I'm serious. I
on air.
paid him the $5. We're all square. You get $250.
Hey, baby. Love you. Okay.
All right, bye, Terry. Okay, good enough. Interactive television right there, and the Jabba Chamberlain autograph baseball, $1.99 on that. Folks, everything that we have tonight is very, very limited, and we're going to have some great prices on everything, including the next item that we're going to show you, Don's favorite, Eddie's favorite, the 3,200 count box. And what's going to happen here throughout the show is I'm going to pipe in once in a while, but I'm going to kind of... What in the world, Don?
Oh, wait a minute.
I believe that. Robert Chambers.
Roger, they have the picture you were at the party.
Willie Mays, right.
Greatest of all time in my mind right there. And with everything we know now about special enhancing of ball players and their abilities, folks, anything you've got Willie Mays is gold.
There you go.
Absolutely.
$249 and change on that. Then, of course, Barry Bonds.
Hey, you might listen. You never know. He may be in a situation where he can never sign again.
Well, that's what the big deal is.
Barry Bonds, you can.
Well,
Exactly.
OJ was able to sign, so it doesn't, no holds barred there.
Don't even go
All
back
right,
to those.
$399.95. You remember that?
You know
Yes,
what?
I
Hey,
do.
I guarantee, I really do believe that if he does sign, it's going to go way down.
It really is.
Will go way
I've already
down.
talked to some of the agents. They've told us that. Here's the A-Rod commemorating 500 home runs, each one individually numbered, $399. We still have this on 4-pay, $99 and change. So here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to kind of step away. We're going to bring it back. Let's go back 13, 14 years, and you guys do what you do.
14. I think we're going back about 17, 16.
They came in one night. They said, "You guys look tired. Take a few days off." And they
Enjoy
didn't
it.
call us back.
I'll tell you
I'll
what.
be back in a little bit.
This is such a great honor, and there's no other item, Eddie, that you and I would want to start
Absolutely
off the
not.
show with. When they called and said you and Eddie Lewis can go back and do a show, it just, I can't tell you how the memories it invoked from back in the days when we would do this thing at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. But one thing was always constant, and that was the 3,200 count box. And we've got it right now. And folks, this is so absurd. And this is a kind of an item that, trust me, at a price like this, you're not going to get an opportunity like this. You're not going to, in the future, be able to do something like this. The reason they call it the swim meet, there was this one time where I knocked the box over, all over the floor. I was upset, but there was nothing I could do. So I just got in the cards, I dove in them and started swimming in them.
It's a true story. And while you were
on
down there,
YouTube, right
you
now.
felt like a second you're Nolan Ryan when you're on the
That's
floor.
exactly right. I found a second year going right. That's the beauty of these. Let me explain what this is. And we've told these so many times during the years, and Eddie and I have actually been where they put these together. And what was the amazing part was that nobody has any way of knowing what's going in. There is a room the size of Cuba that has got ball cards 10 feet high all the way across the room, and these kids would get paid just to pile them up and stuff them in boxes.
That's it.
And you start going through this stuff, and there's no telling what you're going to find. They're not searched. They could be anything. And, I mean, we find rare autographed insert cards. You might find rare rookie cards. You'll find, like Mike Singletary, right there, star cards galore. 3,200 cards. And, Eddie, when we first did this, I looked this up. The first price we ever did was $99.
Oh, that's exactly right. This is far less than what we sold it for.
$99. This is the lowest I can remember ever doing it straight up. At $49.95, folks, this is what we're doing this for. We're going to have fun. We're getting back together. And if you don't take advantage of these prices, you're missing an opportunity of a lifetime. And I mean it. You're missing an opportunity of a lifetime. Let me explain what 3,200 cards really is. Are you ready for this, folks? 3,200 cards is like 320 unopened packs. And in today's market,
And how much do those cost?
Anywhere from $5 to $15 a
Yeah.
pack. Some of these packs are
Moms
today.
and dads, here is a money saver right here.
At $1 a pack, which you can't do 20 years ago. At $1 a pack, that's $320 worth of cards.
Unbelievable.
Again, I'm not putting a retail value on it because I have no idea. You might get $1,000 worth of cards. You might get $100. It's amazing, but I promise you're going to get more than $49.95 because it's impossible not